Today, another desperate call from our National Health Service over here in the United Kingdom. I know it's very different around the world. Thank you so much, by the way, for lots of people who tell me how your healthcare systems operate in your area of the world. Fascinating to note. Over here, the National Health Service is allegedly free for all, but that's really a bit of a smoke and screen, if you like, because you can be waiting years to try and get any particular treatment. But what's really angered people once again over this brand new directive from the National Health is that apparently they're setting up sort of war rooms, panic rooms, because of the onslaught of what they see this particular winter coming forward. Every year, we get this rallying cry that the NHS is in crisis. And I've said to you before, the people on the ground, particularly that I've noticed when visiting friends in hospital and things like that, the people, the cleaners, the backbone of that particular organisation deserve the money. The doctors, the nurses, the dedicated people that undertake that profession because it becomes a passion. That to me is where the money should go. Not of course to the management who rake in millions. I mean millions every year, but they can't really work out exactly where these millions go. So let me just drop this bombshell into the story right now. The NHS have spent over 40 million recruiting diversity managers. That's right. Now, diversity managers, of course, can be on anything from 65,000 to 150,000, depending on the area. Just imagine how many nurses, doctors, medics, assistants, anything that could be far more useful than that. Do you really need all of these managers? Now, the CEO of the National Health Service never seemingly is held to account, never comes up on TV to explain their actions, or indeed, says why they're spending so much money on this particular directive. Now, a lot of people would say, well, Neil, you're stoking the fire. No, as I often say here on the show, I'm simply highlighting what you don't get told on the mainstream media. They try to make it all government directive, but the government do give the NHS so much money, bailing them out time and time again. There's a simple way of dealing with this, of course. Strip back the management and give the money to the people on the ground. When you go in the NHS main offices, of which I've been in, super deluxe carpets, the top of the range computers, laptops, every conceivable device that you need to do an office job. But really, they're working 9 to 5, while many of our doctors and nurses are working round the clock with substandard equipment. Now, who do you think the money truly should go to? As ever, I'd love to know what you think to this particular story in the comments below. Neil Sean in the very heart of a windy London.